What's going on, guys? It's Jake Camaro here with,
The Ranger 99.
and today we're going to be starting off our Halo Special for Flashback Friday with Halo Combat Evolved. Now, this game, as most people know, was the start of the entire Halo franchise, and it was a launch title for the original Xbox, they both were released on November 15th of 2001. We're going to be playing the Silent Cartographer map and campaign. One disclaimer that we have to say is we're actually playing Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary in Classic mode. That's because this game doesn't have Xbox Live multiplayer, but Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary does. So we wanted to play together and not have like a solo playthrough, which will have to happen with Halo 2. Ryan will still be in the commentary, but it's just going to be me playing. But in this, you're seeing what the game was over 10 years ago, but then it's multiplayer, so that's kind of the only difference. So, first of all, how do you like this game, Ron?
I really liked this game. It was kind of like, the game that shaped the Xbox and was like the first Halo, and it brought a different perspective to first-person shooters, and it was kind of like no one's ever seen that before, like a space alien invasion, and then like Space Marines have to protect it.
Yeah,
And
this
take
game
that.
this game was definitely like a big change for the first-person shooter genre, because before this, we'd never really seen a first-person shooter on consoles, and Bungie and Microsoft were really able to deliver a game with really nice controls and a really good story that wanted you to fully complete the campaign, as well as a multiplayer to keep you coming back to it. Right now, we're going to be getting into a Warthog, and this was the Warthog in Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary is extremely different from the Warthog of normal past Halo games, because it was a lot less. It was very like heavy. It was not. It was a little harder to drive around, and plus it was invincible, which is very strange. But in Halo Combat Evolved, every single vehicle, except of course vehicles that you're supposed to destroy in multiplayer, were all invincible.
I also like that, which I hope they put in Halo 4, is that like the passenger, the shotgun. See, it's actually first person, so it looks really sweet when you're riding. You can just shoot people and actually aim while you're in the, like, really you can just actually do something for once in the passenger instead of just riding.
Yeah, we will show that in a couple minutes, and I'll get into the passenger seat, and you'll be able to see. It's actually really cool how they do it. It kind of like zooms in and actually gives you the feel that you're riding shotgun in a vehicle. Right here, we actually figured out a little glitch. Ryan was able to kill the elite through the window, which is pretty interesting. And we kind of left. This level of the Silent Cartographer is a little confusing, so later in the video you're going to be seeing us trying to get out of what I'm looking at right now, and we kind of like go around in a couple circles before we're actually able to get out. This was like the third time we recorded, because before my brightness on my Xbox was down like a lot, so you could barely see anything for the entire video except when you were outside. So I was able to change that a little bit, and the video definitely looks quite a bit better. Right here, I think you're going to see me get into the passenger seat after we kill these jackals.
Yeah, on my excellent driving, as you can see as I drive off the cliff soon.
So right here, see, it kind of zooms in. It's a really cool feeling. It's a lot more, the accuracy is much improved, but one little problem is that if you ever you not even hold X, just tap X to reload, you get out. So that's a little disadvantage to sitting in the Warthog, because if you ever wanted to reload, you can't. You can physically, but you would get out of it, which is very, very strange, and I don't really know why Bungie implemented it that way. We kind of do a little engagement epic splatter there.
A little bit.
One weapon that was really, really apparent in the original Halo was, of course, the pistol. And the pistol, as anyone who has played this game knows, that it is a beast. It is by far the best weapon in the game. It's really the gun that everybody wants to go for. And the reason that Bungie changed it, I was reading that it was because in multiplayer it was just way too overpowered. So they had to. That's why the pistol was so bad in Halo 2 and Halo 3. But then in Halo 3 ODST and Halo Reach, they kind of made it a little bit better. Not as good as it was in 2001, but definitely a little bit better.
Yeah, In Halo 2, did they take the that laser sight thing on the top off?
What do you mean the laser sight thing on the top?
Like the model of the pistol, like the top parts, like not there.
Yeah, the pistol from Halo Combat Evolved looks a lot different from the pistol in Halo 2.
Yeah.
Because one of the things is that you can dual wield in Halo 2, so you'll see when we record Halo 2 next week and put up a video of it. But it's definitely a lot different. Then also one thing is that in Halo Combat Evolved you had a flashlight, and you also had a flashlight in Halo 2 and Halo 3, and then you got the weird like night vision in Halo 2 ADST and Halo Reach. But it was weird that in Halo Combat Evolved you actually it was like a battery, and if you used it for too long you would actually run out, which is a little interesting, especially on later missions in the game, because in some it was very there were very dark parts, and you had to have it on for like a really long time, and sometimes you kind of just had to stop and let it return, recharge, and it just was weird, and I'm happy that Bungie was able to change it in Halo 2 and make it a little bit better.
That's kind of the same thing with the horn on the vehicles. You can run it out, which is really annoying when you're just trying to be annoying, actually.
Yeah. We're able to kill these hunters really, really fast. Ryan actually gets all the kills, yeah. He kills practically every single one. Right, coming up here in Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, there's a skull, which we'll talk about a little bit more in our recording of that, but it is so hard to get. It took us a long time, but right here,
it took me like 2 hours.
There's a little trigger point right here where you kind of have to shut down a holo panel, and the elite comes out, but it shows a dead body, but that elite is gone. You will never see him again.
Yeah, when we get there, we'll teabag him a bit.
Yeah. One thing is that the chapters are very, the chapters are pretty fast, so the missions are pretty fast-paced if you really know what to do. Just the entire feel of it, this game is very classic Halo. There's no energy swords. There's energy swords in the game, but you can't pick them up. And the assault rifle has 60 bullets in one magazine, so you rarely have to reload.
Yeah, isn't it usually 32 or something?
Yeah, it's 32 in all the other Halos. They actually took out the assault rifle for Halo 2, but that's another story. But right here, the sky is very. We'll talk about the graphics a little bit. The sky is very there's not very many. The clouds are staying in place. There's no 3D clouds or anything like that. I pick off some runs.
Yeah, skybox is pretty bad.
Right here is a little strategy for getting down there. I usually go right here, so you kind of hit that ramp. I didn't take any damage at all, even though I did have an overshield.
Last recording, I jumped and committed suicide because I didn't know I'd survive or not, which I didn't survive.
Yeah, on the first one, we actually completed the entire recording, and then we had to change it. Right here, I get into the gun, and you can fire forever. It doesn't overheat, which is a little interesting. And this entire map is actually a circle, so it's like a full. The island is the entire map is that island, so it's pretty open, and that's actually where we first started the mission. And you can actually go around the entire thing and go inside the island. There's a little marine on the left. We go up here. There's some enemies over here that I usually don't kill. We might have gotten them this time or not. But the Halo ring, it shows quite good in the distance. It really makes an effect of you being on a ring world, and I think that's pretty cool. How back in 2001 they were able to do that. Another two hunters. Ryan was able to pick up a rocket launcher. The rocket launcher is pretty good too. It causes a ton of destruction.
Yeah, make sure you guys, if you play this level, make sure you pick the rocket launcher up in the wreckage where the Warthog is, where we got it last time. Because there's 2 more in here actually too.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
That's a little glitch right there. I was in third person for a second going through that door. And right here, you're actually going to see a cutscene. Right now, you actually see our elite that we killed. And right over here is a little funny cutscene where Master Chief sees a rock and kicks it off.
Needler.
Yeah, and it's the only rock in Halo, pretty much. And he's just like, oh, well, that's not good. Let's kick that off the ledge. You'll see it in a second. There it is. Whoop.
Yeah, actually, I noticed when I played in crappy version, that's what I'm going to call it, crappy version, it did look like a rock, but then I went to, modern version,
Mm-hmm.
and it was actually like a needler. I was like, wait, what? It's like a rock.
That's weird. These little elite. The reloads are a little interesting. Like in Halo Reach, and when you like completely run out of ammo, the reload is a little different. In this, it's the same like every single time, which I think is a little interesting. I have my overshield right now, so I'm not taking very much damage. One interesting part about this level is that you really have to like go through this place quite a few times. So I don't really. I get why they would do that, but it's a little weird how you have to go through the same area a couple times.
Yeah, that's why we got lost.
Yeah, actually, like when you activate this this point a little ways into the level, you actually have to go back the entire way. But you'll see that you're supposed to go a certain way, and you're supposed to like jump off, and then you can't go back up. So we had to kind of find our way again, fighting off some more hunters. Hunters aren't as big as they are in past Halo games. Almost fall off right there. But the flashlight is pretty cool. How you can, it's a pretty cool effect, and I kind of missed the flashlight in Halo Reach and Halo 3 ODST. I get why they took it out, but I think it's kind of, I don't know. I didn't like how they took it out.
Yeah, I don't like why they took it out either. But doesn't it come out of? Do you get one on your assault rifle and pistol, and then you also get one on your helmet or something?
Yeah, it's interesting how it looks because when you look at someone, you can see that it's their visor. It's on their visor, but then when you like reload, your light goes like it moves with your weapon. So I don't understand if it is the weapon or if it's on the visor. There might be two. We kind of go in a circle right there.
Yeah, just following Joey.
We probably we played this level before, but we stopped right where the he hit the rock off the bridge or the needler. Now,
yeah, let's just call it a rock because it looked like it.
Yeah, this is the place where I pick up an active camo. The active camo effect is pretty cool. It actually looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it's actually like active camo because like usually in like Halo Reach, it's not actually active camo because when you walk fast or something, you have to like crouch to keep it on while you're moving. But every time you move, it shows, and every time you shoot, but it actually, I mean, I think you still lose your camo when you're shooting, but it actually is like active camo when you're walking.
Mm-hmm. Some grunts. All the aliens, of course, speak English.
Oh yeah.
The grunts.
Oh, if anyone doesn't know, like when elites go wort wort wort, it's like Sergeant Johnson saying go 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 backwards or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what they did first. Did they do the wort 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 first or the go 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 first?
Yeah.
So there's another cutscene where Cortana is basically telling Master Chief about Halo. Because, of course, this is Halo Combat Evolved, and it's when they first discover the ring world of Halo.
Yep.
And, of course, now we have to go all the way back through where we just went to go back to Fohammer and get.
Yeah, this is the fun part.
Yeah, the fun part.
You do have to fight a few enemies off while you're coming back. They're not too hard, except for, I think when we get out of here, or did we already burst those invisible elites?
I think we versed those before.
Okay. Yeah, but those guys, they're not too tough, because you see their, like, some of their blue glow from their rifles, or it might just be from their armor, but you can see them, plus the, kind of like the fuzziness of where they are. It's pretty easy to kill them.
Yeah. One interesting part of Halo with its multiplayer is that there is no Xbox Live. So basically what people would do is go over to LAN parties where people would bring like a couple Xboxes and a couple TVs and they would play Halo Combat Evolved. But of course that was all changed in 2004 when Halo 2 was released.
Yeah, I have not played Halo 2 yet.
Yeah, I got it, beat the campaign, but I haven't really played any more of it because they shut down Xbox Live. But of course, that's we'll talk about that more in depth when Halo 2 we talk about that. One more interesting part is that this is actually like the only Halo game where Master Chief uses his Mark V, and it looks very strange compared to the other Master Chiefs of like today, like the Mark VI and how he looks in Halo. I really like the loading part of the pistol.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for Halo 4 because he has new armor, which he somehow just changes into while he's asleep somehow. But can't wait for that, and we'll be ready to do some commentary and gameplay about that when that comes.
Yeah, the controller was announced, and I'm going to be getting that, so stay tuned for an unboxing and maybe a review of it or something.
This controller doesn't work as well as the other ones.
So here's where we kind of like figure out, like, oh my gosh, we're actually making some progress. Because you really just have to go up. You just look anywhere, and going up is the right way, and going down is the wrong way.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the goal of the mission. So Halo Combat Evolved was actually released for the Xbox 360, of course, in November of 2001. But then it was also released for PC and Mac, which was quite interesting. And I don't think it was released at the same time as the PC version. It was released a couple years later, I think. But it's interesting how this game was actually released for the Mac, and I don't think that's a I don't think Mac OS X is only I think this is the only game that's available for Mac OS X, like in the Halo franchise. They're released in 2003, so actually just a year before Halo 2.
Yeah, so I guess it wasn't that popular anymore since it was just coming up on the Halo 2 days.
Yeah, just like Halo 2 PC was released right before Halo 3, but that kind of takes off. So yeah, Halo Combat Evolved, you can get it in Games on Demand on the Xbox Marketplace, and then of course you can go out and buy it. You could probably get it for pretty cheap now. You can get different versions of it. Of course, you can get a Combat Evolved Anniversary, which includes the classic version, and you can get just the normal one. So that's basically the end of the mission. Any final thoughts about Halo Combat Evolved, the first in our Halo special?
Yeah, definitely go pick it up, guys. It is worth the money. You're gonna have a blast playing it, just like any other games that we should recommend to you guys. So, yeah, go pick it up.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the end of this video. If you enjoyed this commentary, you can see it again next week. We're going to be talking about Halo 2, which was released in 2004. So if you like this video, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yep, see you guys.